Alona, Jaylo.
Yes.
How's it going, Jaylo?
It's going great, love.
That's good.
Yes, it's great.
We're just listening to Take the Floor.
Take the Floor.
From the BBC.
The BBC.
The BB.
With BB.
The BBC.
BBC. The BBC.
Yes.
Not to be confused with babies.
Not to be confused with the BBC. What's been going on in your life?
Well, it's been really, well, I shouldn't say difficult because we only went back an hour on Sunday. But yesterday I was very, very tired.
Because of the daylight savings.
Yeah, and I forgot to switch my watch over. Mm-hmm. And because of that, I couldn't get back to sleep. And so I ended up taking like a couple naps that day, and I guess I needed it. But I slept really good last night. I just felt really refreshed this morning. And but what I don't like about this time of the year is that it tends to be very, very chilly in the morning. Very, very cold.
I understand that there is a ballot initiative to get rid of daylight savings time.
Oh, yeah.
Which you will not be voting on.
Not right now.
You
have to register. No, I never said that. I just haven't.
You're only 38, man.
39.
39.
Oh, okay, not everybody knows my age.
Everybody knows. I'm an older than the cradle robber.
I'm not that much of a cradle robber.
Not that much.
If I was a cradle robber, I would be 59.
Uh-oh.
49, 59. That would be...
You did try dating me about 20 years ago when I was 16.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't know you 20 years ago.
Good point.
A 16-year-old tried to date me 20 years ago. But I wasn't into that.
Wait a second, 20 years ago, you would have only been 19. My math doesn't make any sense.
What?
My math doesn't make any sense. You weren't 39 20 years ago.
No, I wasn't. No, I know that. I was 19 20 years ago.
That's right.
And this guy
It's this daylight savings time. It's just throwing me off there. That's why I'm going to vote against daylight savings time.
Well, I think
you complain.
While I complain.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to be at a meeting when you're doing that.
You know what
I know.
Yes.
I know what you mean.
Yes.
Oh, you keep complaining. No, I really, a lot of Americans, including myself, do not think we need it anymore. I think it was just around for farmers. Even though there are farmers, there are people that do farm, I just don't think that we have a lot of use for it anymore.
Times are changing.
Yes. I mean, I think we should join the other 3 states that don't have daylight savings time.
I think it's 2.5, isn't it?
No. Oh, wait. Well, okay, Hawaii, Arizona, Alaska, and...
Okay, 4.5, because I think, and what I think I've heard this, that parts of Indiana don't do it.
Parts of Indiana.
Yeah.
So 3.5.
3.5 states.
Yeah.
I loved living in Hawaii, and one of the reasons was because I didn't have to worry about daylight savings.
Yeah, and it was like summer all year pretty much. Mm-hmm. We had a constant temperatures.
It was right.
It only went down to about 60.
That was on a really bad day.
Yeah, that wasn't even that cold.
No.
I mean, now that I really think about it, growing up and leaving Hawaii and experiencing really cold weather compared to Hawaii, I understand it wasn't that cold. I mean, even if I wore a sweater outside when I went to school, it wasn't that cold.
It's still really nice.
Still very nice, yeah.
What have you been up to recently, besides for daylight savings? Planning meetings while I'm voting.
Well, I have been getting into my book, The Year of Living Biblically, which he was more than halfway done with his year.
A.J. Jacobs. It's a really fun book.
It is really funny for the religious and non-religious alike.
That's right.
I was thinking going into it, how literally is it going to take this thing? Like the
stoning adulterers.
The stoning adulterers.
Yes.
And the trimming, trimming the edges of the beard.
Yep.
And the tassels, wearing the tassels on his shirt. He took that quite literally. And, it was quite funny so far. And what I really thought was really cool was when he was talking about his trip to Israel. and how they went to where did they go? They went to a desert. I just can't remember what it was.
Israel is a desert, babe.
No. I mean, they drove to this place that I forgot what it was called. And it was outside of outside of Jerusalem, and Jerusalem was a very, very very busy city. And he was explaining that, and then the Samaritans. He met a few Samaritan people, which is like there are only like 700 people in the Samaritan community now, because the rest of the Samaritans were wiped out.
They might even be less now.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I think you wrote the book in 2005.
Yes. At the time I was 25.
Mm-hmm.
And which just seems like yesterday. Which seems like yesterday to us, you know.
What was it like for you when the book first came out? How did it
I don't know because I didn't read it.
Okay. But you certainly had an impact
I didn't
on
even
your
know
belief
about
system and... Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I think it would have been fun to read it, but I didn't get my my Victor Reader Stream until 2010.
Yeah.
When they were getting really big.
They still have audiobooks, babe.
They do, but I would have had to order the tapes, I think. Well, no, actually, no, I take that back, because a year after that, RFB&D, which is now Learning Ally, came up with this player. It was like a CD player.
I remember hearing about those.
Kind of in the shape of a clamshell.
Yeah.
Those were pretty cool.
I never had one, but I remember hearing about them.
Yeah, and it had like a little Braille keyboard panel.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool how it was being used.
So you actually had one, or you just...
No, I borrowed it from... wait, did I borrow it from... I borrowed it from school for a little bit, and I returned it.
You could have read this book, or listened to it.
Yeah, I actually... No, I think I used it. I used it for some classes, because I had CDs. I had books on CDs. They weren't on my... SD cards yet, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was really useful when I would listen to my music textbooks and just skim my way through the parts of it, like the headings and things like that. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you plan to read next?
It's a toss-up. I thought about reading The Faith Healers next, but I think I might read something a little heavier next. I read that one, and then I think before that I read Slimed, right?
I think so. Wait, didn't you read something in between Slimed and this one?
What was that? There's so many books.
But you read some Colonel books.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes,
yeah.
I did. Yeah, I read some Colonel books which were lighthearted. And so this one is a pretty lighthearted book. So I think I might read something heavier. And then maybe later on go to the Faith Healers if I can read it, because it's in a different format.
I am about to start reading The End Is Always Near by Dan Carlin.
Oh, wow.
So that could be a heavy book.
You don't know, what is that one about?
I don't know. I'm not sure because I haven't read anything about it. All I know is that Dan Carlin wrote it. And I'm a huge fan of it, so
right.
I'm really excited. But it sounds like it could be a dark book just based on the title.
Mm-hmm.
Because he does a lot of history stuff.
Right.
You know, like his podcast, Hardcore History.
Yes. Yeah.
That might be one that we'll read.
Maybe.
You still haven't read Tunein.
I know.
That's
but
really
it's I don't know how that's going to fit on my SD card. Maybe it will.
How much stuff is on your SD card?
Not that much. I mean, I don't. Once I'm done with the book, I delete it.
Okay.
So it may fit.
Do you have any music on your SD card?
No, I don't.
Oh, so it should fit though.
I could put them on, but I could put some music on there from my computer, but I don't do that.
I got the audiobook.
Yeah. And
it's about 44 hours, but it rushes by. And I listened to it at normal speed, and it so rushed by.
Wow.
It did not feel like a 44-hour book.
it felt like you wanted to read more and more and more of it.
Well, the follow-up is supposed to come out next year.
Wow.
So this one, it goes up to when the Beatles signed the record deal. And then the next one is supposed to be, I think, their years together working in the studio.
Mm.
I'm really, really excited for the follow-up. But I think I should read it again because it was also the first book I read after my mom died. Or listened to after my mom died.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I think maybe you should. Yeah.
It might be something for you to check out.
Maybe.
Since you like music.
Oh, yes. I think I would enjoy that. For sure.
We were talking earlier about the Ken Burns country music documentary.
Uh-huh.
Which always surprises me because that guy did it again.
Yeah.
I have high expectations, and he always succeeds his expectations.
He always delivers.
He always delivers.
Mm.
There's been documentaries of his that I've liked less than others,
mm-hmm.
but I've never seen a bad one from him.
Mm.
And I may have found a copy of country music.
Really?
Yes.
Mm.
That I could possibly convert to audio.
Nice.
Or just put it on an SD card if your computer has an SD card.
Yeah, I'll have to look at yours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. I mean, there's a few slots on the side of that computer as well as the other one I have. So I think we'll have to see. We'll have to see how yours is. And if not, I can always get like a card reader.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I do have one.
And you just hook that up to your computer.
Yeah, or I think I may have to get another one because this is for SD cards. I had one for my what do you call it, for my voice note?
Yeah.
But it only works for the voice note, so.
Oh, so you need to get one that works for the computer.
I think so.
And they sell those.
Huh?
They sell ones that work for the computer.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, the card reader might actually work, but I've never used an SD card with that card reader, so that's going to have to experiment with that.
You mean you've never used it on your laptop?
On my laptop.
Gotcha.
I've used it with that card on other desktops, on a desktop,
mm-hmm.
but never with a laptop. But if I didn't have a slot, I could probably just use my my old card reader.
I really want you to see this documentary.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I heard about it.
It's awesome, babe.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Yeah.
I have been reading, I think it's called Talking to Strangers by Malcolm Gladwell.
Right.
And I've been really slow on reading it. I really like his books, but this one just hasn't captivated me like his other.
It hasn't really struck a chord with you.
No.
Okay. Sorry, I'm stretching this leg out.
You're doing a lot of funny stuff today, but that's all right.
No, it needs to be stretched out here.
Yeah. I was just trying to stretch it out over my neck.
No, that doesn't feel good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Felt good to me.
Right. Yes. Well, it didn't feel good.
Wearing it like a necklace.
As I choke you.
Yes, you choke. That would not feel good.
Yeah. Shall we talk about what we did this weekend?
What did we do this weekend?
We went to a
friend's house.
A friend's house,
yes. A friend of mine, who you also know, who was having a EP release party for my EP that came out like a month or two ago.
Yes, it was awesome.
That was a lot of fun. My friend and his wife made chili.
Mm-hmm.
We brought cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
For a while, it looked like it was just going to be the four of us. It was just kind of a letdown. But then 2 more people came to the party.
Right.
First one came, and then like an hour later, the other one came.
And unfortunately, both of their wives were sick.
Both of their wives were sick. We had another friend who canceled at the last minute.
Yep.
A person who gave me a guilt trip like a month ago for trying to cancel on him.
I
like
know.
a day before on just getting together for drinks.
And I did not understand why, and I said, well, why is he upset? Because you've had to cancel before.
The way I'm looking at it is this. We are entering the winter months, and
Yeah.
if we're going to be perfectly honest, I'm a little bit more lazy this time of year.
Yes.
So the next time we agree to do something, I'm not going to give myself too much flack if I have to cancel on him at the last minute.
Right.
That's an upside. And I invited somebody else, but unfortunately she wasn't able to make it. But I thought we had a really good time.
Oh yeah, and I think the smallest of gatherings are some of the best ones, and we had a good time. There was a lot of candy.
Because it was the day after Halloween.
2 days.
2 days after Halloween.
And it was, and I didn't eat any candy. I was very good. I did not eat any candy on Thursday.
I didn't either.
Not even a little bit.
No.
No, I was very, very proud of myself that I did. I think it's because I ate candy like a couple days before that, and I'm like, maybe I could be okay. Somebody will have candy somewhere if they don't get rid of it, because they had so much.
They had a good amount of candy there.
I mean, a lot of candy, and they were trying to give some of it to us to take home, and
we did. We took some.
We took some home, and in fact, you ate some a little bit.
I did.
A while ago, yes. So we had a blast. We got you picked up that same cornbread this morning, right?
Yeah. So I brought 2 things of cornbread to the party because I thought there was going to be a lot more people, and I only gave the host 1 because there was less people. So I took 1 home and I ate it yesterday, and I think I just finished eating it, and you talked to me on the phone, and you were like, I'm like, yes, babe. And so this morning I had to cover up my tracks, so I went to the store and bought another thing of cornbread.
Well, I figured you would anyway because it's so good.
It's really good.
We could have gotten the plain one, but this one had like a sweet and savory to it, and it was just yummy.
Also, this was the first time I've been in the bakery section of a store outside of Trader Joe's in at least 10 years.
And I said, I think you should take advantage of that because there are some things, they may have some seasonal things that you usually don't find. Like if you wanted some cinnamon rolls, or even if you wanted a couple of donuts, they have them in the cases, and they're really good, by the way. And if you wanted a cake, I mean, I got the fudge cake that I got a while back in August. I got that from the bakery.
That's right.
And it was a good fudge cake.
I wasn't with you when you got it.
No, I wasn't. No, you weren't with me.
No.
No, you were doing something. But I bought it and brought it to your house when I came over. You see.
That was good.
And we talked about that cake in a previous podcast.
Nice.
So no, you can find the cakes there that you want, and cheesecakes. Sometimes they have like mini cheesecakes that are in these little containers.
Really? So like they're like hand size. So it's small enough for one person.
Yes, like you can get
slice.
like a couple of. You can get 2 of the containers when they have like at least 1 slice of cheesecake in it. Some times they have boxes with 3 kinds of cheesecakes.
Oh, interesting.
And you know how much I love cheesecake.
I know, and we might have some later.
Oh yes, we will.
Yes.
Oh yes, we will.
Yes. So we started. Well, before you got over this morning, I made the crust of a cheesecake. And then when you came over, and this was also a new recipe. I've done chocolate cheesecake before.
And it was amazing.
Thank you. But this is going to be a lemon cheesecake.
Oh, I'm judging by what we've tasted in the filling, I think it's going to be delicious.
Yeah, so we made the filling in the food processor, and I gave you the spatula to taste.
Yes, it was delicious.
Yeah, it tastes like it's going to be awesome.
The lemon wasn't overpowering, and you could taste a little bit of the cream cheese and the vanilla, and it just came together so nicely. Basically,
the recipe calls for you to mix together 2 packets of cream cheese, a thing of sweetened condensed milk. I used 1.5 lemons and lemon zest. 1.5 lemon juice for 1.5 lemons.
And then the lemon zest from each lemon.
And then the lemon zest from each lemon. And then I added a little bit of vanilla extract to it.
It was so good.
Yep.
That filling is gonna.
I think it's gonna be a great cake.
Amazing. Yes.
It's gonna be. I mean, you're gonna have a fun time watching me eat it. I think.
No. You're gonna have a fun time watching me eat a slice of it.
Oh.
Because I didn't help you make it just to not have it.
Oh, really? They say, babe.
They say
that it's better to give than to receive.
They say, who's they?
People on the street. It's better to give than to receive, so I should probably eat it.
No, that's just wrong. No,
I don't know.
that's not right. Well, being the kind person you are, I doubt that you would just eat a whole cheesecake to yourself.
I am a very kind person, so I'll give you some.
Thank you.
Yes.
Just like I knew you would.
Okay. It should be good. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I almost have enough ingredients to remake it in a couple of days.
Ooh.
Well, I have to get some more condensed milk and cream cheese, but that's about it. I have the lemons, and I have the graham crackers for the crust.
The graham crackers.
And I have vanilla extract, so I could make it in a couple of days.
Do you think it would taste good with a little bit of cinnamon in it?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I think it would overpower it.
Yeah.
I mean, because some cheesecakes do add, they do add a little bit of cinnamon.
I think lemon cheesecake is really, or cheesecake in general is mostly always good by itself, unless it's a chocolate version or something.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Or strawberry.
Yeah.
Or pumpkin.
Pumpkin cheesecake.
Yeah.
I think I've had pumpkin cheesecake.
It's good. You don't think you had it?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's good.
I have some pumpkin puree here. Maybe I'll make some of that.
Yeah, or the pumpkin crunch cake that I suggested, which I think you would really, really like.
I told you that I looked up the recipe yesterday, and for some reason they use margarine in it. If we make it, we're going to use butter for sure.
I think so too, because butter makes butter makes cakes taste even better, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing. Today, when we made pizza, we put a little bit of butter in it, and it came out really... the crust was really easy to mold.
Yes, I mean, even when we've made...
The dough was really easy to mold.
And it was perfect because it wasn't too crispy, and it wasn't too soft. It was just in the middle. It was just perfect. And I suggested that you use a stick of butter, a full stick of butter.
Yeah, because this time I used just a little bit more than a half stick. But next time I think I might go the whole way.
Yeah.
Put the whole stick in.
And I told you that I was thinking about... What?
What? No, sorry, go ahead.
Huh?
What? Go ahead.
Did you say something you shouldn't say?
I said, next time I'm going to put the whole stick in like I do with you. Sorry, go ahead. Joking.
Bad joke.
Joking. Disney. Disney.
And I said to you a while ago that I was thinking about experimenting with the fudge recipe that you showed me.
Oh, that's a fun recipe.
Because I think it would be really easy to do. It'll be another fun way to get me into cooking a little bit more, and I think this is a fun thing to try. And because it's so easy, and it would only take prep time the day before. I just put it in the fridge overnight, right?
I mean, you could put it in overnight, or you could put it in even that afternoon. If you put it in at like 2 PM, you could have fudge just ready by like 6.
Yeah,
so like after dinner.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I want you to try it.
Okay, yeah, do it overnight and then
I would. If I do make it, which I'm definitely thinking about it.
I think you should.
I would do it overnight, and like if I know I'm going to see the next day, I'll do it overnight and bring it over.
I like the sound of that, babe.
Yeah. How long do you put it in the freezer usually, though?
Freezer is like 2 hours. Fridge is like 4 to 5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think if it's overnight, it'll be solid by then. Much solid.
I wouldn't put it in the freezer overnight, but the fridge is going to be fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it in the freezer either because I don't want it to be completely frozen.
No.
Yes.
But it's going to be fun once you finally meet.
Yeah.
And I can just be your taste tester.
Oh, yes. Well, I would eat it too.
Oh.
Yes?
Hey, oh.
Hey, oh.
Hey, oh.
Yes. Hey, oh.
Hey, oh.
That's our thing.
That's my thing. Your thing. Our thing. Hey,
I said hey, and he said hey.
And we were like, hey. The new season of BoJack Horseman is out yet, and you were still on season 3, babe.
I know. I've been watching other shows, but maybe I should get back to it.
I told you earlier that I should say the first half of this season because Netflix is splitting it up.
Right.
Which actually, in this case, I like a little bit because I'm anticipating the final half of the final season, but I only have 3 months to wait and not a whole year.
Right.
Although I would have liked it all at once.
Yeah.
But it's better than
Understood.
waiting until January to get some of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I told you that 7 out of the 8 episodes I think are great. And the only one I'm iffy about, the only one I'm kind of on the fence about is the one where it's the last episode where they set up the second half, which is coming at the end of January. So that could be good in retrospect after I see the second half of the season. Mm-hmm. But that show just keeps blowing me away, babe.
Yeah.
It just gets better and better and better.
Better and better and better.
I stand by my claim. It's still the best show on TV right now, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well.
I knew you have some contradictory thoughts.
Well, I don't know. Well, I told you before that I probably would only watch it once just because of how heavy it is. Mm. I mean, yeah, there's some funny things, but it's really a heavy show.
It gets more heavy too.
A lot of it is great and funny, but it's very heavy.
It gets darker too.
Darker, yeah. So I don't know if I could rewatch it again. I don't know.
Oh my god, so good. Oh, but I was really excited to watch that.
Yeah, and I'm also watching something that's even heavier than this.
Friends.
No.
Go ahead.
No, Friends is really funny. No, it was the Surviving R. Kelly documentary.
That's right, we were talking about that.
I'm on episode 3, and it's really disturbing and very heavy and very, very sad, and all these women are coming out and explaining what their experiences were. From what I understand later in the documentary that I didn't get to, is that there are some girls that are missing.
No way, really?
There are girls that they went to see him, and they ended up living at his house, and they haven't come home yet.
Whoa! Wow.
Yeah, and parents have been looking for them and trying to find out what's going on, because they just want them away from him because he's gotten very power hungry, unfortunately, and he has not dealt with his issues, and you also hear things from his his ex-wife Andrea Kelly, and also some things about Aliyah that are very disturbing, and I'm not gonna. A
lot of the Aliyah stuff was kind of out there, right? Like that they got married when she was 15, or is there more stuff though?
No. I think there might be more stuff, but the only thing I've heard so far is that she got involved with him. He actually met her when she was 12, and I think she was discovered at 12. But she was like his protege, and people were thinking, is she with R. Kelly? And, and they didn't know her age then. It's like, is she with R. Kelly? Are they cousins? Are they just friends? What's the deal? And they're trying to keep it, low key, so they won't ask any questions. Or that he was trying to keep it low key. So he would tell her, don't talk about your age, don't say anything, because if you say something, then they're going to ask questions,
Yeah.
He basically wanted his tracks covered because he knew it was a no-no to be, so heavily involved musically with somebody that young. But it turns out that he was involved with several young girls besides her. Including...
Go ahead.
Including... there was a woman named Sparkle.
Yeah, you kept telling me about the Sparkle character, and I'd never heard of her.
Sparkle, yeah, she did a duet with R. Kelly called "Be Careful," and she introduced her niece to him when her niece was 12. And I'm not going to get into it, but it's pretty bad. It's her niece was unfortunately taken advantage of by him. So I won't go into it because it's a pretty heavy documentary.
Allegedly taken advantage of.
No, it's true. It's been proven.
Oh, it has been proven in the court. I just don't want you to get sued.
No, she saw videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She
saw very disturbing.
If R. Kelly's lawyers listen to this, I did not say.
Now,
I said allegedly.
Now, you and I both agree that there shouldn't be a Mute R. Kelly campaign.
I 100% agree with that. I think that the idea of having his music taken down from Spotify, it sounds great on its surface, right? Like
your elbow's hurting.
Oh, sorry. It sounds great on the surface. Take down the music of somebody who's a pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
But then the question becomes, well, where do we stop? Yeah. Look at all the other musicians who've done really shady stuff. If we keep going down the list, we're going to be left with Lawrence Welk,
Yeah, Lawrence Welk.
We don't want that.
There was a song by Gary Glitter. I know it as the Hey song, but they play it at sporting events.
Mm-hmm.
He was a pedophile.
Yep.
They'd still play it at sporting events.
He's also white.
Yeah. So?
Well, I'm just saying there's like this, there's this thing, there's more of an impression of black people who do this type of thing.
I don't know. I just think, and you probably would agree with me, 20 plus years ago when things were coming out about R. Kelly, right?
Yeah.
I just felt like in some ways, he was given a pass.
I do too. But I feel that now that the momentum is built
mm-hmm.
up against him, now it's really taking off.
Right.
So the question becomes, do you think that he could put out more hit music in the future?
I don't know. People are going to listen to music, whatever music they want to. I wouldn't discourage him from doing that.
No, but do you think that he could have?
Do you think he would?
I mean, I think he'll put out music. I don't know if it's going to be successful or not. But Mel Gibson had a hit movie after all his scandals. I know that's a little bit different.
It is different. That's a good question. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what happens. But it's a pretty disturbing documentary. I mean, you really have to be in the right mindset to watch it because it really is. It's really heavy. Really heavy. I think the people that made the documentary were very. I don't know how they could have done that. I don't know how they felt doing that, I wonder.
You mean making the documentary?
Making it in general. Like collecting interviews from women and even from men, too. Part of his entourage. They even noticed some things that were shady about R. Kelly and why he was hanging around high schools and middle schools.
Yeah, that's sick.
Also, though, his brother, his family members, of course, were coming out and saying that this was all false, which understandably they would do, right? But given so much of the evidence, it's like, okay, so I understand he's your brother, whatever. I understand that he is your brother, but when are you going to what is supposed to happen? What has to happen for you to open your eyes and realize that your brother has done some pretty bad things and he needs to be put to justice? I
don't know this for sure, but it wouldn't surprise me if R. Kelly is also paying the bills for his brother and the rest of his family.
To say some good things about him?
Well, I mean, just paying the bills in general. So he's keeping the lights on.
Right.
So one would conclude if his...
Bring home the bacon.
Yeah, if his career goes down the drain, then what's going to happen to his family? I don't know that for sure.
That's something that I never thought of.
Mm-hmm.
They could be...
the R. Kelly payroll.
R. Kelly payroll. But... Or maybe they have other, they're the brothers and the sister. I think he has one sister. They probably have other things that are helping them pay their own bills.
I don't know. They might not.
Yeah. But, I was learning some things about him. Like, he doesn't know how to read or write very well. But, they were saying that they thought that he had some really good lyrics to some of his songs, mm-hmm. and they were, they thought in some ways he was a musical genius because of what he put together, even though he didn't know how to read or write. He
could be. I mean, we've talked about this before. I'm not really into his music, but a lot of people are, so it could be the case. I do like that album that he did with the Isley Brothers.
Right.
That was a really good album.
Yeah. Yeah, they had some good songs on it.
But the album he did with Jay-Z, at least the first one they did together, just sucked.
Well, I didn't hear it.
The best of both worlds.
Oh, well, that's probably, yeah. The albums he does by himself are good from what I understand. I mean, at least one of the albums that my sister used to have. Yes.
Is she still an R. Kelly fan? Not of his personal life, but of his music.
I think she is. I mean, yeah, I think she still is. I mean, a lot of people are. A lot of people like the classics.
How do you feel about her still being a fan?
I haven't talked to her about it since I watched the documentary, so I think she is, but I don't know.
Are you going to talk to her about surviving R. Kelly?
I don't know if I should.
Mm.
It's really heavy. I don't know if I should really talk to her about that. You know, I don't know.
You think that she might be too... You want to keep her sheltered a little bit from the real world.
Well, she can decide to watch it. I just don't, I don't know if I really want to talk about it because it's already, it's already heavy for me
to
even talk about.
Yeah.
Not the real world. I meant
maybe you could send her a copy of this and she'll get the gist of it.
No.
I know. That's not going to happen. Okay.
That's not going to happen. No.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
Okay.
How you doing? You're checking your watch.
It is about 3, so maybe you should pop something in the freezer.
Oh yeah, after we're done with this, I'll pop something. I'll
Okay.
pop the cheesecake in the freezer.
freezer.
So we'll have our cheesecake. Speed up the process.
Yeah.
Cool.
But anyway, besides that, so on to another topic. So, are you excited about the upcoming winter sports that we're going to be doing?
We're going to be doing swimming.
Well,
no, we're
I'm
not going to be doing swimming.
You are.
I'm actually not.
You're not.
I'm not doing it until January
Right.
because I was lazy and didn't sign up for anything. October was a really crazy month for me. We don't have to go into the details.
No.
But I am excited to be doing... What are we doing? We're going to be doing snowboarding and skiing.
Snowboarding and skiing. I'm going skiing. And
I'm going snowboarding.
You're going to go snowboarding this time.
I'm excited about it. I'm not excited about falling, but I'm excited about experiencing it again.
I'm also not excited about the cold snow, and I'm also not excited...
I'm touching your butt.
Hey.
I'm not touching your butt right now. You pull my hand away from you.
Yes, I did. Okay, stop it.
Okay.
I'm also not excited about hurting afterwards, but it'll be good.
It'll be fun exercise.
Yes.
I'm excited about
I'm excited too. And the ride to Mount Hood with everybody in the van is a lot of fun, just talking and...
My only concern is there's probably going to be some holiday music playing, and I'm not really into that. But I know that you love Christmas music.
I do. It gets me in the mood.
Well, if it gets you in the mood, then.
Yeah, but we're not going to be indoors much.
No, but the ride up there's going to probably be playing holiday music.
No, we won't.
The ride up there, you don't think so?
No, because usually when we take in rides up there, we don't have the music on.
No, babe, but this is during the holidays. You've only done it in January.
I did it in March. Okay,
you did. My point. You haven't done it in December. In December, a lot of the times they'll play holiday music in the van.
Oh, well, it's never too late to get used to it. I like it. I'm a big Christmas person, as anyone who's listened to our podcast knows. So I am welcome to that. It just gets me in the holiday spirit.
I can't tolerate that type of foolishness, babe.
Oh, you can't tolerate a lot of stuff.
That's true.
You're intolerable.
But somehow, I tolerate lactose.
You're insufferable. Or is it incorrigible? I don't know. You're curmudgeon.
I'm not looking forward to the holiday music. I'm in the mood for non-holiday music.
It just wouldn't be right.
What if we play, 4th of July music?
There is no 4th of July music.
Sunny day in the park.
I think it was the 4th of July.
What if we just play that in a loop over and over and over?
No, it would be boring.
That might be a little bit weird.
It would be boring. And I'd be like, why did you think this was okay?
Or we play the soundtrack to Independence Day.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that aspect of it, but it should still be fun.
But your holidays are going to be different this year. Why?
Because you are going to be staying for the holidays instead of going to Seattle to see your family.
That's what it looks like. Or actually, it's more like Mount Vernon, but yeah.
It looks more like Mount Vernon?
No, it looks like I'm not gonna go up north this year.
I don't like this Vernon character.
Mount Vernon, Washington. That's
Well, I'm glad you won't be seeing Vernon this year.
I don't know any Vernons.
Oh, okay.
Who's Vernon?
You said Mount Vernon, so I thought this was some old flame of yours that I didn't know.
I don't know any Vernons.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're not going to be hanging out with Vernon this year. And instead you're going to be spending the holiday with me. Or holidays.
Well, that has to get you a little bit into the holiday spirit.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be fun.
Yes. It's definitely going to be different. Because if we have Thanksgiving at your house, most likely I probably won't be having turkey.
That's right.
Or a prime rib.
That's right.
Or, I won't be eating all those things.
You're going to have a vegetarian holiday.
Ugh.
But we're not just going to eat, a piece of broccoli and call it, Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
It'll be a little bit more, fun than that, I hope.
Yeah, and we'll have to get something pumpkin.
We'll have to make something big.
We'll have to make something pumpkin.
I can cook.
I know you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm excited to do that pumpkin crunch recipe.
Oh, the pumpkin crunch cake is amazing. And we'll have to use butter.
Yes.
Not margarine, butter. And with the pecans on top of that, get a little whipped cream. You could. She said you could even use like a coconut cream. You don't have to use the standard whipped cream. We could do that, but you could also use like a coconut cream topping.
That could be fun.
Yeah, and it's the pumpkin crunch cake thing. Started off with my aunt making it, and then my cousins made it after her, and then my sister found the recipe from somebody she knew had the recipe, and she started making it for her kids.
Do you think that your sister's still going to make it this year, or because of the R. Kelly thing, do you think she's going to be a little bit too concerned?
What?
Because you own an R. Kelly CD.
Yes, really weird question. Do you know that?
Oh.
I think she's going to still make it for the kids this year.
But if she fries up something, she'll be singing, "I believe I can fry."
I believe I can fry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a funny parody.
That would be a great parody.
I believe I can try and try. No.
I'm trying to think of, because the next line in the R. Kelly song is "Touch the Sky."
I believe I can touch the sky.
Yeah, that would be good.
I believe I can
make a pie.
Make a pie.
Make an apple pie.
I believe I can make a pie.
I believe I can cook an apple pie. I don't know. We'll come back. We'll table that discussion for another time. I will please give my condolences to your sister about R. Kelly.
Condolences?
Yes.
Condolences?
She was a fan, right?
As far as I know, she still is, but I don't talk to her about that. Okay.
Well, no reason to start now then.
Yeah. She can find out on her own.
She could.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to having you over here.
Yeah. It'll be different, but I think we will make it fun.
It'll be different for both of us.
It will be different.
Because I'm easily like, oh, I'm Rick. I hate the holidays. Look at me. But I'm not going to be doing that.
Doom and gloom.
Not really. But I'm not going to be doing that as much this year.
No.
Actually, the last couple years I haven't been really doing that.
Okay. But you were at your sister's.
That's true, the last 2 years.
And you went to our friend's house too a few Thanksgivings, right?
I did. That was really fun. So one of the things he did, actually I think his wife might have suggested it, is she had each person go around the table and say what they were grateful for. And I really, really like that. I thought that was very cool.
I'm glad you do.
Yeah.
That's something I like as well.
We might have to have everyone over here do that.
At your apartment?
Yep. Everyone who's going to be over here for Thanksgiving do that. Since it's just the two of us, it'll only take us a couple minutes, but that might be fun.
Yeah, because it's a way of counting your blessings. Mm-hmm. Just remember that you could be a lot worse off than some people, or you could be a lot worse off, but you're not. And thinking about the past year and what things you're thankful about, I think it's great.
Have you been having any weird dreams recently?
Yes, actually.
Tell me.
Tell you? Well, I had this weird dream the other night where I was at the store. I think I was with my mom, and this lady calls my name. And I said, yes, who is it? And she said, my name is, I'm the teacher. I'm one of your teachers that are supposed to help you, teach you in this class that you're supposed to take on Monday. And I'm like, okay, what's your name? And she tells me her name. Her name is Lisa, something or other. And the the teacher that was teaching with her, I guess her name was Sarah. And we go to the class, and lo and behold, one of the guys, and I think this was supposed to be a class for like adults with disabilities or something. And so I go to the class, and there's a guy in the class that was in a show, that was an actor in a show that I used to watch when I was a kid. It was really weird. It was a very weird dream.
And then you woke up.
No. There was a guy that was sitting behind me that had a keyboard. And the actor had a drum set, and they were playing something on the drum set. I think it was like the Facts of Life theme song or something. I'm like, this is so weird. It was odd.
I told you about a recent dream that I had.
Yes.
We went to a church,
mm-hmm.
but it was like one of those mega churches.
Yeah.
Except it was like a hippie church.
Yeah.
Because, that's the type of thing.
All right.
I'm not religious, but if I were, that would be the type of thing I would go to.
I wouldn't recommend it, but go on.
I want to recommend it.
No,
accepting. So, we go to this church, and this is like the third time we've been there. You go and you say you're going to wait outside. The sermon is ending. People are sort of heading out.
Congregating, yeah.
Yeah, and I start talking to this group of ladies, and they're really distant towards me. And then I start talking to this one person in the group, and she's distant, but then she starts to open up to me, and we start talking about hiking and the fact that she's a director. She's trying to get into directing films, but she's done some commercials, and then I woke up.
Wow, that was weird. That is really weird. Interesting.
But it would be cool to have like a mega church that was like ran by hippies, The tie-dye preacher.
No.
I think that would be awesome to turn
Yes,
into
I know you would
TVN.
think it would be awesome. I just don't think it would work in the long run. Right.
I don't know. Is there anything else you wanted to discuss?
Let's see. I don't think so. Do you have anything to add?
I'm sure I do, but I can't remember.
Oh. I can't remember either.
Oh. Well, I guess this is goodbye, Jaylo.
This is goodbye for now.
For now.
But until next time.
Alaya, you.
Hammond.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, stop.